Hello everyone. Next option is text to columns option. For example, in particular cell, you have entered some values like 55, 66. For example, there are some values in which you have given such kind of spaces. Okay. And what you wanted to do is you wanted to shift these values to single cell with the certain gap. Okay, so how you can do the same, like where you would be able to see the space, that particular value you wanted to switch to a different column. So how you can do the same, you can click here on the option text to columns option, then you can click on next. Okay, it will show the separator on the screen that by which value it is going to shift to the next cell. Okay, after this, you need to click on next option, then you click on finish option. It will shift the values with spaces to the separate cells. So this way you can like send the values to the different column. Next option we do have is flash fill. What is the flash fill? For example, as per the particular order, for example, if here in this particular cell, let me create one new record. For example, here I have some values like first name, last name. Here we have the column with name. For example, the first name is Shelja and the last name is Sharma and the name is Shelja Sharma. Okay. For example, here the first name is Ashvi, the last name is Kapil, and here we are not going to write the complete name. For example, here the next name is Prachi and the last name is Kapil. Okay, so what we wanted to do here is we are going to select all these cells, then we need to click on flash fill option. When you click here, it will automatically see what was the order, what order was previously being followed, that particular order. It will detect automatically and apply the same of the given range of cells. For example, in the first name, I have written Shalda. In the last name, I have written Sharma. In the first cell, what I have done, I have merged both the values. So when we clicked on the flash fill option, it has seen what was the initial criteria which we have used in this particular cell. So it will apply that particular criteria to the given range of cells. It will automatically show you the desired result. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. So the next option is remove duplicate. For example, you were entering some record in a spreadsheet. And what happened meanwhile, by mistake, you have entered one wrong entry or one duplicate entry in the cell. So if you wanted to remove all those duplicate values from your range of cells, what you need to do is you need to select the complete record, then you need to click on remove duplicates option. When you click on remove duplicate, it will ask you whether you wanted to remove those values like which duplicated in the complete row. Now to those only values you wanted to delete. After this, you need to click on OK. It will delete all those rows which has a duplicate value. For example, there were 6 records with the duplicate values. What do we mean by duplicate value? If the complete row is same, then only that row will be considered as the duplicate value. For example, if the first name and the last name is different, address and city can be same, so that record will not be considered as the duplicate record. That means that record is a unique record. What would be the duplicate record? If the first name is same, last name is same, address is same, city is same, that kind of record is the duplicate record. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, so after this we have another option available with us, data validation. What is data validation? For example, you have one range of data in which you wanted to, for example, you are going to create any student record with their name, their class, and their different subject marks like maths, Hindi, science, GK, computers. Okay, so here we have entered some records like a student name like ABC and the classes like 9. Okay, and then we are going to enter different subject marks. Okay, so I have entered different subject marks here in the list. For example, here you wanted to have validation on this particular range. For example, you wanted to highlight only those values like which are greater than some particular value, or if you consider the values which are greater than 90 or which are greater than 85, only those values are the valid ones. Other than that, all the values are invalid ones. So what you need to do is you need to click here on data validation, then you need to select here on whole number. After this, you need to select the criteria data between like which values are the valid one. Like you need to specify the minimum value. For example, the minimum value is 80. If the value is between 80 and the 100, we consider only that particular value is the valid one. Then you click on OK. What you need to do next is you need to click on data validation. Then you need to click here on circle invalid data. Okay, when you circle invalid data as per the given condition, it will circle those kind of data which does not lie in the same criteria. Like we filled the condition like the values which are between and the 100 are the valid ones. Other than that, all the values are not are the invalid values. Okay, so this way you can do the same. Okay, if you wanted to clear the validation circle, you can clear the validation circle. This is a one way to apply data validation. Okay, in this way, what we have done is like one way is if you have already some data entries in your excel are there, then you can use this kind of data validation. For example, you wanted to create a new range and you want that range to be very specific that no one can enter any wrong value by don't even by mistake. So for that kind of thing, what you need to do is you need to select the area. After selecting the area, you need to provide the thick outside border. Okay, when you clicked on thick outside border, it will provide that particular, you are able to see the screen. This is thick outside border. Okay, after this, what you need to do is you need to click on data tab. Then you need to click on data validation. When you click on data validation, under the setting tab, under the allow option, here you can select any value. Like if you want a whole number to be entered in this particular range, you can select whole number. If you wanted to have a decimal value to be entered in this particular range, you can select decimal. If you wanted to have any your custom value you wanted to give, you can select the custom value. We'll go with the whole number. Okay, we wanted to have any kind of whole number in this particular range. After this, you need to select here in the data option, you can select the number of conditions like between, you wanted to give the range between this to this, you wanted to specify the range should not be between the people should not be enter the values between this and this. Okay, so you can select any condition as per your choice. Like for right now I'm going to select the between of condition, so I have selected the between. So I want if the user will, I'll enter minimum value as 50 and maximum value is 100. I want if user has entered minimum the value between 50 to 100, that is the valid value. Okay, then I need to click on the input message. What is the input message? By default, when user clicks into the cell, by default, which kind of message should be displayed on the screen? That message you have to write here in this box. Okay, for example, by default, I wanted to show the user that enter marks, that you have to enter marks. So I'm writing here enter marks. Okay, so that user will get to know about that what they need to enter in this particular box. After this, you need to click on error alert. Okay, when you click here, there are three types of errors you can see over there. Is first is stop. Stop is the error, like if you don't want user to enter any kind of wrong value into the range of cells, then you can select the stop one. Next is the warning. For example, if you just wanted to give user the warning, okay, once the user has entered the wrong value and you wanted to give the user a warning, and after that you will accept any kind of value into the sheet, then you will select the warning one. Next one is the information. Information is just standard standard message box which will just show the information. It will not restrict any kind of value to be entered into the sheet. Okay. So if you wanted to restrict all the wrong values into the sheet, so what you need to choose is you need to select the first one is the stop one. Okay, after this you need to specify the error message. For example, if I have entered 45 value or 455, which is out of my range, what are the values in my range? My range values are 50, between 50 to 100 only. So I'll specify here, enter the number between 50 to 100, so that if user is entering any kind of wrong value, user will get an idea that which kind of value they need to enter here in the list. Okay, after this you need to click on OK. When you put your cursor here, okay, then you will be able to see that user will show here one message box like enter marks, that you need to enter marks in this particular option. Like if you will try to enter any alphabetical value, what will happen when you when you enter any kind of alphabet on the screen, when you press enter, it will show you the error message. It will not accept this kind of value. It will just show the error message that enter the number between 50 to 100. When you click on retry, it will ask you to replace this value with the correct entry. For example, I have pressed 88. Now it will accept the 88. For example, if I'll enter 45, it is not in my range. So it will again show me the error message that you need to enter the value between 50 to 100. Okay. This way you can retry the same thing. You can enter any another value. Okay, this way you can apply data validation. So this is the one way to apply data validation. Now, what if you wanted to remove the data validation from the sheet? So in that case, what you will do, you need to select the data. Sorry, you need to select the range from which you wanted to delete the data validation. After this, you need to click on data validation. When you come here, you need to click on this clear all option present in this dialog box. You need to click here on clear all. After this, you need to click on OK. It will remove all kind of validation from the range of cell. Now you can enter any kind of value into this. I hope this is clear to everyone. This is the session for today. Thank you so much.